Hey everyone, welcome back to day 5 of our 30 days of Azure DevOps challenge. So far, we have planned our work using Azure boards, but planning is just the first step. Now we need to write and manage the code. And that's where Azure Repos coming. What is Azure Repos? It is a Git-based repository where you store your application code securely. It works like GitHub, but it's integrated into Azure DevOps. Why Git? Git is the distributed version control system. It helps developers track changes, collaborate, and roll back easily if needed. So, in a DevOps workflow, code stored in repos, then used in pipeline for build and deployment. Let's quickly see how to create repo in Azure DevOps. Okay, let's see the demo. Today we will create the Azure repos. First I went to the dev.azure.com portal. Here I have already created the Azure project organization. Inside the organization I have 3 projects. Therefore I have created the demo project. To see the Azure board, when I click the demo, I can see the number of options which is available in the left hand side. That's boards, repos, pipelines, test plans and artifacts. Today we will create the repos. So I click the repos. So if I click the initialize button, it create the readme file. Now our default Git repo is created. Now it's ready to use. Okay. Next I will open the terminal. I am in the desired path to clone the repo. For cloning the repo, I need to copy the URL. The command for clone the repo is git clone. Then I have to paste the URL. For that, I need to copy the URL from here. Now I copy the URL and paste here. Now my demo project is successfully cloned. I check my project is available inside the Azure Learning directory. For that, I use the command ls which is list the files and folder that's present inside the directory. Yes, my project is available. That is demo. Now I'm going inside the demo project. cd command is a change directory. Now I went to the demo directory. Inside the demo, I can see the readme file which we have created when we create the repo. Okay. Next what I'm going to do, first I will create one file. Then I move the uh, files to the staging area. Once it's in the staging area, it's ready to commit. After committed, we can push the files to the local machine to the remote repo. Okay. First, I'm going to create one file. The echo, which is print the file content inside the file. This is demo file. This is my file content. I'm going to write this content inside the demo.txt file. Okay. If I check ls, I can see my recent created demo.txt file. Using cat command, you can check the content of the file, which I have given here. The same content I can see here. Okay. Now I'm going to add the file into the staging area using git add command. Here dot specify all files. Now I move all the files and folder to the staging area. Once it's in the staging area, it's ready to commit. For that I use the git commit to commit the changes. Here I will give one message for the future reference. This is first commit. Okay, now my changes are committed. Now we can push the files and folder from the local machine to the remote repo. For that I use the command git push. Origin main. Here origin is a remote server and main is the name of the branch. Once I enter, my all files and updated files and folders are pushed into the remote repo, that is Azure DevOps repo. I check my new files are present inside the repo. Yes, my new files are present. That's demo.txt is present inside the repo, that is default repo. That's all for today. Thank you.